Okay, so with National Arthritis Awareness Week this week, we just wanted to talk briefly about arthritis, and I just wanted to go through some of the components of your pain when you're suffering with arthritic types of conditions, because very commonly people don't understand their arthritic pain. And one thing that you should have very clear in your heads is that there's a few different components to your pain. And number one is your arthritic pain, your inflammation of the joint, all of those types of things. And that's the stuff that people sort of talk about not being able to cure, and being an autoimmune type of disease, then that can sometimes be the case. There's also another element to your arthritic type of pain, and that's what we call myofascial pain. And you want to start to understand myofascial pain because that's always something that you can affect, and it's something that you can ease off very commonly yourself. So you want to start to understand your trigger points, and the best way to explain that is to talk about your knots. So little trigger points, the knots in your shoulders. Those knots are everywhere in your body, so they're literally all through your neck, your arms, your face, your hands, they're everywhere. And what they do is they get tight, and as time goes on, they'll get tighter and tighter and tighter. At a certain point, those little knots or trigger points, as we call them as physios, they will flip from being just a tight spot to actually causing pain. So when you've got arthritic types of conditions, what will happen is that inflammation response will sensitize these little trigger points or these knots. So if you've got any condition, if you've got sort of tension or pain in your hand, if you've got tension or pain in your neck and shoulders, you've got arthritic changes in your knees, you can actually start to decrease those types of symptoms by starting to understand and learn how to release these trigger points. And you can do it in a number of ways. You can get a health practitioner to help you. So sometimes you can look at connective tissue style of releases. You can look at specific trigger point style of releases. And the most important thing that you want to start to do is learn how to link into this yourself. Because if you understand the myofascial component to your arthritic pain, then it starts to empower you, and you can really start to develop a toolkit where you can link in and ease symptoms off quite dramatically. So guys, when you're thinking of your arthritis, start to look for health professionals that understand the different elements to your pain. You want to start to understand those different elements as well, and start moving forward to increase your quality of life.